Ah, there we go. All right, thank you so much.
See you.
All right, does anybody need me to send them somewhere else? ¿Alguien que esté en la clase que no es, chicos? Nope. Okay, Edgar, do you have a question? Oh, he left. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and get started, you guys. Yesterday, we were talking about greetings and hello and goodbye and what I do when I'm trying to greet a person, when I'm meeting a new person. And I was going to show you an example in a video. So you could see like how a real life conversation sort of moves through without it being so robotic, so to speak. So let me go ahead and share screen with you guys so you can see it. Let me share audio as well, and you should be able to hear it. And here we go.
Hi, are you Mr. Rashid?
Yes, I am.
It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm James Evans, president of Top Notch Travel.
Welcome to Top Notch. I'm Marie, the receptionist.
It's nice to meet you.
Hi, I'm Paul. I'm a tour guide.
Glad to meet you.
Hi, I'm Cheryl.
The office manager.
Yes.
A pleasure.
Bob? Bob is
A chef?
No, Bob is not a chef. Bob is a doctor. No, Bob is not a doctor. Bob is not a singer. He's not an architect. He's not an athlete. Bob.
Hi, I'm the mailman.
This is Bob. Bob is...
An actor.
All right, pretty simple, but it does give us an idea of how these greetings go when you don't know a person. So yesterday we talked about a few. What are some of the greetings that you heard in this conversation? ¿Qué saludos escucharon de los que vimos ayer en esta conversación de ahorita? Let's see, Nancy, what did you hear? Did you recognize anything?
Hi.
Hi. Of
My name
course.
is.
My name is. Beautiful. What else? What do you say when you meet a new person?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Now, in the video, we have a few variations. Besides nice to meet you, you can say a pleasure, or you can say glad to meet you, which is the same thing. So nice to meet you is, you know, foolproof. Con nice to meet you tenemos, no le vamos a errar. Si ustedes gustan, pues, pueden decir a pleasure, es un placer. Now, what else did you notice regarding these salutations and greetings? They say hi, they say I'm, and then you give your name. And what else did they do? What other information did they give?
His work.
The work. Beautiful. I'm Paulina. I'm your trainer. My name is Maria Luisa. I'm a student. My name is Fatima. I'm a doctor. And then Bob was an actor, or really he was the mailman. So those are just some basic introductions and how they go in a real life conversation. So far, do we have any questions at all about introductions or greetings? ¿Alguna pregunta, chicos? ¿Algo que no nos quedara claro?
No, miss.
No, perfecto. Entonces, con eso cerramos nuestro mini tema de ayer. Ahora vamos a regresarnos al kinder. We're going to go back to kindergarten and we're going to practice our alphabet. Now, tell me, raise your hand if you already know the alphabet. Levántenme la manita si ustedes ya se saben el alfabeto. In English, of course, because I know we all know it in Spanish. Okay, Corina, beautiful. Who else? Nobody else?
More or less,
Okay.
teacher.
More or less. So, that's fine. So we're going to practice the alphabet for a little bit. And you might be wondering, what do I care about the alphabet? What I want to know is words. Give me the words. But really, the alphabet is super useful, especially for work environments. No me van a dejar mentir, chicos, los que son ingenieros, que todo es una abreviación. Todo es una abreviación. Si trabajan en compras, si trabajan en ingeniería, si trabajan en medicina, hasta en leyes, todo es una abreviación. Y es bien importante saber deletrear las cosas. So, that is why we have to practice our alphabet. And here I have an alphabet simulation, pronunciation simulation, where you can see that below the letter, we have the Spanish pronunciation so that it's a little bit easier for you to follow along with the pronunciation when we practice. Esta pronunciación, chicos, que está aquí abajo, es como una simulación de cómo se pronuncia en español. Está muy básica. No está 100% correcta porque acuérdense que ciertas cosas tienen sonidos un poquito más fuertes o un poquito más leves, pero nos sirve un poquito de guía para que a la hora de que ustedes me escuchen pronunciar, lo puedan seguir y lo puedan tratar de replicar. ¿Sale? So we're going to practice the alphabet. I'm going to say the letter and then you guys repeat after me. So you can open your microphones, you can unmute yourselves, and you can repeat after me. Let's go ahead and get started with A.
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 A as in apple. Moving on, B.
B.
Very good. Notice how my lips come together and then they sort of break apart. Fíjense cómo esta letra de aquí, yo voy a juntar los labios y luego los suelto. ¿Por qué es importante? Porque tenemos otra B que se pronuncia muy diferente. So this one, we go like this. B. B.
B.
Okay, beautiful. Next we have C.
C.
C. Like I'm saying yes, C. Exactly the same. Very good. Next we have the letter D.
D.
D. D as in dog. Very good. And then we have E,
E.
which can get a little confusing because we have an E in Spanish. But for English, this is the one that we pronounce like E. Next, we have the letter F.
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 Very good. Next, we have the letter G.
G.
And notice that the sound isn't like I'm saying G. No es como el sonido de una doble L o de una Y, no es un G. It's a little bit softer. Es un poquito más suave. G. Almost like I'm leaving my teeth a little bit separate. G.
G.
So be careful with that. Next, we have the letter H.
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 Very good. Next, we have the letter I.
I.
Very good. And the letter I is super, super common because it works as a letter, but it also works as a word. What is the word? What is the meaning of I?
E.
Aquí tenemos una letra que hace doble trabajo porque también es una palabra completa, que significa ¿qué?
Yo.
Yo. Yes. So I, super, super important. Una regla que casi nunca se discute, chicos, pero es importante que lo sepan. En inglés, siempre que digan la palabra yo, es decir, I, es en letra mayúscula. Anytime you use I, you use the capital letter. Did you guys know that? You might have seen it if you ever pick up a book in English, you're going to notice that all of the I's are capital letters. So next time, a la próxima que se topen por ahí una revista, un libro en inglés, fíjense, y todas las I's referentes a un yo van a ser siempre mayúsculas. So that's just a little note for you. Next, we have the letter J.
J.
J. And so here is where you can start to see how we use abbreviations for everything. For instance, DJ. Ah, pedí un DJ para mi boda. That's where this comes from. DJ, right? Okay, next we have K.
K.
Like special K, right? Next we have the letter L.
L.
And here's another important bit. The L in English has like a rounder sound than the L in Spanish. Yo no voy a decir el, voy a decir el. Fíjense cómo la lengua, en lugar de pegarse al paladar, se pega casi a los dientes. El en español, el in English. It's like you're making it longer. Let's go ahead and try one more time. L.
L.
Gorgeous L's. Okay. Now we have the letter M.
M.
M, N,
N.
O,
O.
P,
P.
Q,
Q.
R,
R.
and here's another important one. Some people, for this letter here, they say air. That's not correct. Mucha gente se confunde un poquito por el sonido de la letra en inglés y la letra en español y le dice air. No es con E, es con A. R. Yes?
Yes.
Okay, so don't get confused. Next we have the letter S.
S.
T.
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 U.
U.
And here's the tricky one. Here's the one that it's hard for us as Spanish speakers to pronounce. And that's the letter V. Now, remember how I told you that for this letter, you have to put your lips together, B? For this one, you almost have to bite your lower lip, like your, like you want to bite your lower lip off, and it's going to make a sound a little bit like a buzzing, so that it sounds like V. Try it. V.
B.
Okay, so remember, for this one, we say B with your lips
B.
together. For this one, we say V.
V.
V. Remember to put your lips, your teeth on your bottom lip. Casi como si estuvieran mezclando, chicos, el sonido de la B y de la F. V. Like that.
V.
Yes? Okay. Excellent. Next we have W.
W.
Same as in Spanish, we call it W because as you can see, we have 1, 2 letter U's. But usually we say it very quickly. So hardly anybody says W. Instead, we say W. W. Like very quickly. Very good. Next, we have the letter X. X como el que les rompió el corazón. Next, we have the letter, oh boy. We have the letter Y.
Y.
Y, like you're asking a question. Casi como si preguntan, ¿por qué? Why? Same
Why?
pronunciation. And finally, here's another tricky one. This one, as you can see here in the page, well, I don't know if you can see it properly, but it's like we're mixing the sounds of D and C to get this sound right here. So it's going to sound like you're in a, like you're a little bee and you're going Z, and that's how it sounds. Z, try it.
C.
Z.
Z.
C.
Si no nos sale hacer ese sonidito como de panal de abejas, intenten combinar estos dos sonidos de D y Z, Z, y háganlo
Sí.
cada vez más rápido. Z,
Z.
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 Okay,
C.
very good. So as you can see, from these letters, we can get a lot of abbreviations and acronyms that are going to be used all the time in day-to-day life. I can think of, you know, the YMCA, right? YMCA. And I find that when it comes to remembering the pronunciation of the alphabet, a song is always very useful. So when I told you guys we were going back to kindergarten, I wasn't kidding. Cuando les dije, vamos a regresar al kinder, no era broma. So we're going to listen to the ABC song. No sé si a ustedes les pasa, pero yo me aprendí el alfabeto, tanto en español como en inglés, con una cancioncita. Y a la fecha, me quiero acordar del orden y estoy A, B, C, D. So we're going to listen to the ABC song, and then we'll go line by line. So we'll do like 5 letters, then 5 letters, and I want you to sing it together with me. Let's listen to it first, and then we'll repeat. Here goes.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
Okay, so I'm going to sing it again, and then you guys repeat after me. A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
You're laughing at me right now, but then it'll be 3 in the morning and you'll be like, A, B, C. And I promise it's gonna get stuck in your head. Ahorita se ríen, pero cuando se despierten en la madrugada, se van a acordar de todas las letras. You'll see. Okay, so we have A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Let's continue.
H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P.
Okay, let's go back a little bit so you can see it.
A, I, G, K, L, M, N.
O, P. Beautiful. Thank you, Huicho. There we go. Let's try again. H, I, J,
I, J, L,
K, L,
M,
M, N, O, P.
L, O, P.
Okay, let me do it in one single motion and then you repeat after me. H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. Go ahead.
H, I, J, K, L,
M, O,
P.
Very good. Very good. So this part right here, it's almost like you're saying a single word. LMNOP, right? So that's gonna get stuck in your head, I promise. Let's continue.
Q, R, S, T, U, N, V.
Q, R, S, T, U, and V. Go ahead. Q,
R,
S, T, U,
B.
B.
Very good. Remember, it's V, not B. Yes? Be very careful.
W, X, Y, and Z.
W, X, Y, and Z.
W, X, Y, and Z.
Excellent. Do you guys think we could do it in one single try? ¿Creen que nos la podemos aventar toda completa? Yes? Okay. Let's go along with the video. Les voy a poner el video y lo seguimos junto con el video. All right? Here goes. A, B, C, D,
F, G, H, I, J,
No, B.
Q,
R,
R, S, T, U, V.
W, X,
X,
Y,
Y, and Z.
now I
Excellent. Estábamos como armonizando por esto del lag del Zoom. Very good. Okay, so believe it or not, and laugh at me as you may, but practicing with the ABC song, and I promise you, you'll get the alphabet eventually. All right, questions, you guys, about any of the pronunciation of the alphabet letters? Galia, Alberto, Luis, any questions at all? Yadira, Huicho? Nope?
No.
No.
Wonderful. All right, let's move on. Oh, hang on. Okay, so we're gonna start working with our book. Does everybody have your book in your computer?
No.
No, that's okay. So if you don't have your book in the WhatsApp group, when you go to group information, there's a bunch of links, and one of those links is going to help you download your book. Cuando ustedes van a su grupo de WhatsApp, chicos de la clase, por ahí vienen un montón de links, y dentro de esos links viene uno para bajar su libro como aplicación en su computadora y otro para bajarlo como PDF. Como ustedes se sientan más cómodos, aquí se me hace más práctico trabajarlo en la aplicación. Si no tienen su libro todavía, no se preocupen, aquí lo hacemos todos juntos. Los que sí tengan su libro, les pido que lo abran para que vayamos trabajando a la par. So we're going to talk a little bit about objects, colors, which I'm guessing a lot of you know, at least you know the basic ones. And then we'll do a little bit of alphabet practice, spelling practice. So the colors, raise your hand if you already know most of the colors, some of the colors. Let me see some hands. Corina, Nancy? No? Okay, so let's go ahead and practice colors then. The color that is a mix of all the colors, the color of my heart, the color of my soul, the color of my coffee, black. So I'm going to say again the name, and then you guys repeat after me. Black.
Black.
Excellent. Now, who wants to help me spell it out? ¿Quién me ayuda a deletrearlo?
Yo.
Okay, Corina, go ahead, please.
B-L-A-C-K.
Beautiful. B-L-A-C-K, black.
Una pregunta.
Yes.
¿Tenemos que abrir el libro o es que esa parte ya no la entendí? ¿Si tenemos que abrir el libro ahorita o...?
Sí, terminando con este repasito de colores, vamos a hacer una actividad en el libro.
Ok, sí. Thank you.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, next we have brown. This one here, brown.
Brown.
Very good. Now, Maria Luisa, do you want to help me spell it out?
B-R-O-W-W-N.
Yes, very good. Just remember, this letter here is R, not Yes? Okay, beautiful. B-R-O-W-N. Excellent job. Next, we have gray.
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 Excellent. Lupita, can you help us spell it out?
It's G-R-A and Y.
Why? Very good. Remember, like you're asking a question. Why? Yes. Excellent. You may find gray in either of these spellings. Gray se puede escribir, chicos, tanto con A o como con E, como ustedes lo encuentren. Either one is fine. Next, we have white.
White.
Alberto, do you want to help us spell it out?
Yes, W-H-I-T-E.
Beautiful. Just remember, this one here Age.
Age. Okay, sorry.
Age. Muy
Age.
parecido a como dices edad, age, igualito. Yes? Okay, beautiful. Next we have yellow.
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 Yellow. And remember,
Yellow.
this sound here, it doesn't sound the same as in Spanish. No vamos a decir yellow. Suena más suavecito, como si en lugar de tener una Y tuviéramos una I. Yellow. Y acuérdense
Yellow.
acuérdense de la L larga también. Yellow. Very good. Alrighty. Marisol, want to help us spell it out?
Yes. YELLOW.
Fantastic. Very good. Moving on to orange.
Orange.
Very good. Luis, can you help us spell it out?
Yes, sure. ORANGE.
Beautiful. Well done. Moving on to red.
Red.
Red. Like the
Red.
color of Galia's lipstick and mine. Okay. Huicho, do you want to help us spell it out?
RED.
Beautiful. Now, next we have a girl's favorite color, pink.
Pink.
Very
Pink.
good. Yadira, can you help us spell pink out?
Yes. PINK.
Fantastic.
Pink.
Pink. Very good. Moving on to purple.
Purple.
Very good. And then Fatima, can you help us with purple?
Yes. PURPLE.
Yes. And what a beautiful L that was. Very good. Moving on to blue. Nancy. Yes, very good. It's confusing sometimes, but because, you know, we have the E, but yes, that is a good spelling. Very good. Next, we have green.
Green.
Green. And I'm going to ask Galia to help us spell it out.
Yes. GREEN.
Very good. And next we have gold or golden. Es como decir color oro y color dorado. But it's basically the same thing. If you say gold, if you say golden, dorado. Like, you know, like your wedding ring, like your earrings, like money, I guess. Golden, like the Harry Styles song. So repeat after me, golden.
Golden.
Golden, very good. And then the last we have is silver.
Silver.
Silver and gray are similar. What is the difference? ¿Cuál es la diferencia entre este, que es gris, y este, silver?
Plata.
Plata. Fantastic. Excellent. Alrighty. Any questions, you guys, about the colors or the pronunciation of any of the colors?
No.
Nope.
Sí, tengo una
Fantastic.
duda.
Yes,
Una
Corina.
duda. ¿Cómo sería plateado?
Silver.
Plata y plateado sería igual.
Same thing.
Va,
Lo mismo.
Gracias. Thank you.
Así es. You're welcome. Okay. So we're going to, those of you who have your book, we're going to go to Unit 1, page 3. It's called Welcome Back. And at this point, I'm going to stop sharing so I can share the book with you. So if you install your book as an app, it should look something like this. If you install it as a PDF, then you're not going to be able to play around with it. Este es su libro en forma de aplicación. Lo padre de tenerlo en forma de aplicación es que es interactivo. Yo aquí puedo irme de página en página. Puedo irme a la primera página, puedo irme de unidad en unidad. Entonces, sí les recomiendo que si tienen la oportunidad, lo bajen según el tutorial que les mandaron para que les quede como forma de aplicación. Now, we're going to do a little bit of object and color practice. This is for classroom objects, which I don't think many of us, save for Maria Luisa, I don't think that many of us are taking classes anymore in Fatima. But most of these objects are also commonly used in, you know, a regular office job. So we're going to go ahead and practice vocabulary for a few objects and some colors as well. Okay, so can everybody see the screen clearly? ¿A todos les aparece clara la pantalla?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
fantastic. Okay, so let me, how do I make this smaller? There we go. Okay, so the way that this works is when you're in your book, you're going to see that we have like little arrows here. Cuando ustedes abran su libro interactivo, se van a fijar que aquí hay unas flechitas. Yo le voy a dar clic a esta flechita y me va a aparecer como esta marquita. Cuando yo le doy clic aquí, me va a abrir el ejercicio. So that I can do it without having to actually use my hand. Now, here we have some classroom objects, some common classroom objects. We already have the first one, which is letter K, and it's a backpack. What's a backpack?
Mochila.
Mochila. It is something that I use to put my school supplies in, and then I hang it on my back, and then I can just carry it around. Very good. Okay, so we have the backpack. Now let's try and get the rest of the objects. We have letter A. What do you think letter A is? Out of these options.
A board.
A board.
Board.
A board, okay, I believe you. Let's try it. So notice how I just click the option and then click the empty square, and then it just sort of moves on its own. Very good. Next, we have letter B. What is letter B, do you think, out of these options?
A bookshelf.
A
A
bookshelf.
bookshelf.
Okay, let's try it. Next, we have letter C. This one here. What is it?
A desk.
A desk.
A desk.
Yes.
Very good. Next, we have letter D. This little thing here. What does it look like to you?
A book.
A book. Excellent.
Okay.
And next we have E, which looks similar to a book, but it has some writing here. What could it be?
Dictionary.
A dictionary. Okay. Next we have letter F, which is this purple thing right here. What is this?
A notebook.
A notebook.
A notebook. Very good. Next we have this long, thin yellow thing, which is
A
Pencil.
a pencil.
pencil.
Very good. Next we have something very tiny. I don't know if you can see it. But it's something that we use when I make a mistake and I go like this on the page. What is it?
Eraser.
Eraser.
An eraser. Very good. Next, we have letter J, which is this thing where the backpack is hanging. What is it?
A
Chair.
ruler.
A
Chair.
A
chair.
ruler. Okay.
Yes, I'm sorry. I skipped letter I. That was my bad. What do we have here? This long, thin strip.
A ruler.
A
A
ruler.
ruler. Well, that's the only option that we have left. So, before we check the answers, what do you see all of these words have in common? ¿Qué le veo yo que comparten estas palabras? ¿Qué tienen por ahí algo extra?
The letter
La
A.
y el an.
An.
A
El
y an.
A y el AN. That's right. So the letter A and the letter AN, those are what we call, what do we call them? We call them counters, articles, and those are a way of numerating something in singular. Es el equivalente, chicos, en español del uno o una. An es mi contador en singular. So we say that we use a and we use an. What is the difference between using a and using an? ¿Por qué en
Sí,
algunos
inicia con una
vocal.
or?
O consonante.
Yes, very good. ¿Cuál es cuál?
Cuando inicia con vocales es an.
Perfecto. Entonces, acuérdense que en el inglés no tenemos género para las cosas, en el español sí. Entonces, es un poquito más sencillo porque no tengo que pensar yo si es un o una. Simplemente es a or an, depending on the case. No voy a pensar si es una mesa, un coche, un libro, una naranja. No hay género en las cosas. Para todo es a table, a chair, I don't know, a restroom, a water bottle, etc. And as your classmates were rightfully telling me, the only difference between using a or an is whether you have a consonant or a vowel. Let me open up the Zoom meeting so I can show you, so I can make some annotations. Where was I? Here it is. Okay, so we have so for instance, notice how, what are the vowels? Tell me the vowels.
Vowels.
Vocales.
A,
A,
A.
A. What else?
E,
E,
A,
I,
O,
O, U.
U.
Fantastic. So as you can see here, in most of these objects, we have consonants. B, B, D, B, D, blah, blah, blah. The only vowel that we have is right here, an eraser. So that is the only usage that we have for an. And what does it mean? Remember, singular. Es como decir uno. Pero nunca, jamás de los nunca, voy a decir, I have one eraser. I have one book. I have one desk. Cuando yo estoy hablando del objeto de forma casual, no es necesario que yo use el one porque no lo estoy contando como tal, sino que solo me estoy refiriendo a él. Ahí hay un libro. Ahí hay una mochila. Me encontré un diccionario. That's when we use a or an. No necesito, no estoy contando como tal, no me interesa si tengo uno porque no estoy haciendo contabilidad, sino que solo me estoy refiriendo al objeto porque por ahí está existiendo. So that's why we say a board and not one board. A bookshelf and not one bookshelf. Is that clear? Es como la diferencia entre decir, tengo un libro, I have a book, versus decir, tengo uno libro, which doesn't make sense. So that's why we use a or an. Corina?
Miss, ¿Podría decirme, por favor, la pronunciación correcta? Me imagino que no es abort, sino abort o abort. ¿Cuál sería la pronunciación correcta en cuanto a A y
Okay, so for an, it's always an, like that, an. For a, you can say a or you can say an. That is, sorry, you can say a or you can say a. That's really up to your speaking style. Dependiendo del acento, dependiendo del área donde se encuentren, habrá gente que use siempre a book, a desk, a board. Y habrá gente que diga a book, a desk. Y está bien, cualquiera de las dos. Si dicen a book, cualquiera de las dos está perfecta. Es dependiente de su estilo. Ahora, lo que sí siempre es igual es an. Ese sí no cambia. Yes? Okay, now here's what I want us to do. I would like us to practice the pronunciation of each of the objects. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to check first to see if everything is right. When you have your book, you have this option here that says check. This is going to basically grade my assignment. Esta opción de aquí me va a decir si tengo bien mis respuestas o si tengo mal mis respuestas, si necesito hacer algún cambio. Este de aquí, en caso de que yo me haya equivocado, try again. Lo voy a intentar otra vez. So when I check, we can see that everything is perfect because you guys are very good. And so now it's just a matter of practicing the pronunciation for each of the objects. So let's get started. First, we have right here a board.
A board.
A board.
A bookshelf.
A bookshelf.
Bookshelf.
A desk.
A desk. Desk.
Very good. A book.
A book.
Book.
A dictionary.
A dictionary.
A notebook.
A notebook.
A pencil.
A pencil.
An eraser.
An
Eraser.
A ruler.
A ruler.
A ruler. Very good. A chair.
A chair.
And finally, a backpack.
A backpack.
Okay, excellent. Now, these, as I said, are things that you might find in your classroom, right? And most of us don't spend that much time in classrooms anymore. So I also prepared a different list of colors for you, of objects for you, so that we might practice some day-to-day objects that we use. And here it is. Let me open the actual link. Okay. So this object right here is a camera. Repeat after me. Camera.
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 Camera. Now, these cameras are a little old. These were used when I was younger. We don't really use them anymore. We mostly use, this thing. But this thing also has a camera. So it's the same word. It's just a little different application. So this is right here. This is the camera on my phone. Moving on, we have, of course, where my soul lives every day. And that is my cell phone.
Cell phone.
Cell phone. You can also just say phone and everybody will understand you. No es necesario decir celular. Así como en español rara vez decimos el celular, más bien decimos el teléfono y todo el mundo nos entiende. So cell phone or phone. Now, question, what color is this phone?
Is black.
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 and silver.
What color is the camera?
Silver.
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 Fantastic. What is
Okay.
this?
It's a cell
Laptop.
Computer.
It is a laptop. So you have no excuse because it's the same word in English or in Spanish. Laptop.
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 Laptop. And what color is the laptop?
Silver.
Silver.
Silver. And what color is the screen?
Is blue.
Blue.
Blue. Fantastic. What is this?
A bag.
Screen. It's a
You
blue
can-
screen.
You can call it a bag, absolutely. You can also call it a purse.
Purse.
Purse. If you want to call it a bag, that's also fine. A lot of people do. What color is this bag?
Pink. Pink.
Pink. And then it has some details here. What color are these?
Golden.
Gold.
Golden. Gold or golden? Remember, it's the same. Very good. What are these? The thing we always
Keys.
lose.
Keys.
Is
Keys. Very good. What color are they?
Silver.
silver.
Silver or gray. That's perfectly fine. Very good. Keys. What is this?
Wall.
Wallet.
Wallet.
A wallet. Very good. Let's practice. Wallet.
Wallet.
Wallet. Very good. And what color is this wallet?
Black.
Black. And what color is the money?
Is green.
It's green. Most dollars are green. Now here's a tricky one. This is called, well, it's a driver's license, but really what it is an ID. ID.
ID.
It is, and remember what I told you that English people love acronyms? Here's another one. ID. Identification document. Mi identificación. Lo que sería mi INE, mi IFE, si tienen más años como yo. So this is my ID. What is this called?
Watch.
It's a watch. Most dollars are green. Now here's a tricky one. Watch.
Watch.
Watch. Identification. Question. What is the difference between watch and clock?
El reloj de pared.
Perfecto. That's right. The watch goes on my wrist and the clock goes on my wall. El watch es el que va en mi muñeca. El clock es el que va en la pared. Alrighty, very good. What is this called?
A newspaper.
A newspaper. Very good. Now, not a lot of people read newspapers nowadays, but we can also find digital newspapers. So it's still good to know. And finally, we have this giant thing like the one that I'm wearing right now, like the one that Alberto is wearing right now. What are these called? Headphones. Headphones. Ahora, en español, todo es audífono. Así sea de este tamaño enorme, así sean mis earphones, ¿cómo se llaman los
AirPods.
AirPods, eso, gracias. Thank you, Galia. Entonces, son audífonos, pero en inglés sí hay una diferencia. Si son de estas cosas grandotas que tienen una diadema y que me ocupan toda la cabeza, headphones. Por eso la palabra head, que es cabeza. We also have, more commonly, these smaller ones. These we're going to call earphones because they don't take up the entirety of my head. They only go in my ear. So that's the difference. Headphones and earphones are the little ones. Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so I think that's just a few basic objects that I feel like we use in our day-to-day life. Let's move on to, let's go back to our exercise. Now, here we have the same picture that we were looking at, except this time it's not asking me the name of the object, it's asking me the color. So we already have the first one all solved. We have a black chair. Now, what color is the bookshelf?
Estoy viendo la cámara, teacher.
Sorry?
Estamos viendo otra cosa, veo aquí la cámara nada más.
Oh, okay. Let me stop sharing and then reshare. Thank you for letting me know. Okay, can everybody see?
Yes.
Yes, okay.
Yes.
Okay, so what color is this bookshelf?
Brown.
Gray.
It's brown.
I see some, it could be brown, it could be gray. Let's try with brown for now. What about the desk? What color is the desk?
Brown.
It's brown.
Brown. So maybe the desk is brown and the bookshelf is gray, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's try it that way and then we'll see what the book tells us. What color is the book?
Green.
Green.
What color is the eraser? I can't see it.
Pink.
White.
It could
It's
be
white.
pink or it could be white. Let's try white. I think it's common to have a white eraser. What about the notebook?
Purple.
It's blue.
Purple.
Purple. Okay.
Blue.
Purple or blue? I'm gonna go with purple just because I think this is gonna be the blue one. What about the dictionary?
Orange.
Orange. It's
Orange
Orange.
or red? Let's try red. What about the board?
White.
It's white.
Okay. What about the backpack?
Blue.
It's blue.
Blue. What about the pencil?
Yellow.
It's yellow.
Yellow. And the ruler?
Orange.
Brown.
Orange. Okay.
Orange.
It's hard to see. It's hard to see. I can't see it myself. So let's just see how well we did. Okay, so the bookshelf is not gray according to this. Okay, so it's probably going to be brown, right? Let's try with brown. And then the eraser, someone said it was probably pink. So let's try with pink. Okay, so it wasn't brown. So let's see what the book tells us what it was. Oh, gray. So remember, I told you gray can be written with either A or E, and it's fine. In this case, it really wanted it to be an A, but you know, same color. Alrighty, you guys, questions about colors?
No.
No?
No.
Okay,
No.
now let me ask you something. When we say colors in Spanish, where does the color go? Si yo estoy describiendo el color de algo en español, ¿dónde pongo el color?
Antes del
Al
sustantivo.
final.
Al final. Así es. Entonces yo tengo un libro azul. Tengo un carro rojo. Tengo un celular negro. Entonces me va sustantivo, descriptivo. En inglés, ¿es igual?
No. No.
No. ¿Dónde lo estamos poniendo?
Va antes del sustantivo.
Antes del sustantivo.
Antes del-
Perfecto. So I'm never going to say a chair black, a desk brown. Never. A book green. No. We always have to give the description before the actual object. So a black chair, a gray bookshelf, etc. Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, very, very important that we remember this. And I think we're gonna leave it here for today, guys. Do you have any questions, anything that we didn't understand very well? Huicho? Raúl, is everything
No.
clear and good?
Yes.
Fantastic. Corina?
La página de libros la tenemos que enviar, la tenemos que resolver, algo así.
I would recommend that you solve it here in class together. If you can't, go ahead and solve it in your own time. Si no pueden seguirme, yo les recomiendo que la hagamos todos aquí juntos si ya lo tienen instalado. Si por cualquier motivo yo no puedo o lo tengo en PDF, háganlo en su tiempo, nada más para practicar. Yes?
Yes, thank you.
Yes.
Alrighty. So guys, that is it for today. I will be sharing the recording for this class probably tomorrow morning in case you couldn't come or came in a little bit later. As I told you guys, the lesson yesterday was not recorded because it was mostly introductions, but I will send you that same presentation that I'm using so that you have it and you have all of those greetings that we saw. All right? Alrighty, so that is it for today, you guys. I'll see you all soon. Have a great night. Bye-bye.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye. Bye.